All right, recording
Okay.
again.
Okay, welcome back to Mostly Mixed Up, episode 8, right?
Six,
Or
six,
6?
six. Yeah,
I don't know. I can't
yeah.
keep count anymore.
Liam. Yeah, Liam isn't here today. Obviously, I don't. We haven't heard from him, so we'll see. He might join us midway, but who knows? Yeah. So how
Yeah.
were y'all Christmases? Was it all good for everyone here?
Mine's
Yeah.
actually kind of good. Yeah, I got $50. I mean, $100. So I'm actually happy about that.
Sweet, sweet,
Ni-
nice. Yeah, Evan. What about you? What was the best thing
Um,
you got?
um, well, the main thing that I asked for was money to buy the camera, which I got quite a bit of. So,
Oh yeah. Tell the people watching what type of camera you got. Like, tell them about the camera a bit.
um, well, I got a Canon uh, EOS M50. It's a 2-year-old camera, but
Mm-hmm.
it gets the job done. It's more of a vlogging camera, but like you can change a lot of the settings to make it into a cinematography camera, where you can actually get like the cinema view and crop and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm basically using that to uh, film the movies that
Yes.
Liam and I are writing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is
So
that
that's
is that how many do you have in production right now in movies? You have two, right?
Well, I've written about 4,
Mm-hmm.
but right now there's one in production right now.
Ah, okay.
Both are in.
that's one with us, the
Yeah,
Zagar. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was actually
All
just
right.
writing the script for that today.
No, yeah. Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I got this, I mean, I'm using it right now. I got a new mic for this because before I was using my Turtle Beach headphones, but now I'm using this mic. Hopefully it's a bit better quality. So today, since this will be released just after New Year's, Evan.
Yep.
Yeah. Like
Just after.
birthday.
Okay,
Yeah.
so one thing we thought we would do since 2020 is coming to an end, we thought we would go through each month of the year and kind of recap it, just to remind everyone what happened in this year, because it was definitely a different year, right?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot. Not as many plans were able to
Oh, that's for
um,
sure.
uh, go as go on.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna start with January. Now, what happened in January?
That month actually wasn't that bad,
No,
but
I feel like January and February were the
I
two
mean,
best
they were good.
this
Yeah.
okay,
year.
but in January, COVID was at this point, COVID was a meme, right? Like I saw
I
these
think
memes
so.
all over the internet about like COVID, ha ha ha, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then there was like the World War III stuff. Remember that?
I think
Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, that was in January. Yeah.
Yeah, because there was like because Trump in the U.S. bombed Iran, and there was that whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that was
Yep.
another meme. I saw this thing on Instagram where there was like a battle plan, and it was just a bunch of like random things like Karen's coming from one end, Kyle's
Yep.
hyped up on Monster coming from the other. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then there was the Australia fires. That was the other thing that happened in
Oh yeah.
January. Oh, Nick, there's your
Yeah.
brother. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then what else okay, what were we doing in
Well,
January? We were just in
well,
school.
January we were just finishing up first semester of grade 9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had exams.
Yeah.
That was something else because yeah, Evan and I, we both had one of the same exams, which was geography. And
Yep.
that was a lot. Remember that, Evan?
Yeah. Yeah. That was definitely a hard test.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were lucky we hadn't do the second semester exams for anything because like those first were hard enough. So
Well, the first semester was when I tore my ligament in my thumb,
oh
so
yeah,
I
I
didn't
forgot
even
about
get
that.
the proper exam
Tell
experience.
tell tell people how'd you do that?
So basically, I was at Sky Zone, which is a trampoline park, and I was going up to dunk on the medium sized net. It was my last shot of the night,
Yeah.
and I slammed it really hard, but the ball slipped out of my hand, and I smashed my thumb against the rim, which they duct tape,
Yeah,
and yeah, fractured my thumb and tore the ligament.
yeah, that must have sucked because you wanted to play rep baseball and then you couldn't, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I already tried out for rep. I didn't make that, but select tryouts were the
Oh,
week.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still sucks. And then what else in January? I mean, it was good because we got to stay home a bit more during exam week because there's like the off days.
Yeah, those off days were fun. Like
Oh yeah, I just did
Liam and
nothing.
Liam, I and Nat, we all hung out on those days. Like on the after the exams,
Hmm.
We would go out.
Nice. Yeah, Nat's the one of the was the get one of the guests from the last episode. Just clearing that.
Yeah.
And one other thing that I did in that month was me and my dad went to Buffalo like the day after exams were done to go to a hockey game. Because like initially, okay, here's a bit of story time. So for my birthday the year before, my parents got me like a present where would go to Fan Expo, and I was gonna meet the guy who played Dwight from The Office, Rainn Wilson, and
Rainn
I was
Wilson.
super excited. Like it was gonna be cool. And like last minute, he canceled. So like we decided not to go, and instead, it's a lot to ask for, but I asked, okay, could maybe I go to a Ottawa Senators game because I'm a big hockey fan, and then yeah, so eventually, then we went to Buffalo and got some wings from the place where like wings were created or whatever, and then watched the game where Ottawa won, so it was good. But yeah, January was the best month of the year, probably.
Yeah, especially since like everything was a meme and not serious
Yeah.
yet.
Mm-hmm.
The only
Oh.
like serious thing was like World War III by the end of January, but that wasn't even that big.
Oh yeah, and I forgot. This probably one other thing had happened in January. Kobe died
Oh,
in
yeah.
January. That was really sad.
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace, Kobe. Yeah, Nick, what are you doing?
That was most likely the worst part about January, to be honest, because it hit a lot of like basketball fans like really hard because Kobe was like such an amazing and big
Yeah.
player at the time. Yeah,
He was a great guy too.
he
Like,
was. Yeah,
yeah. Sad that he died, for sure.
it was sad.
All right, moving on from that sadder note was February. I have no recollection of what happened in February.
No.
Me neither, to be honest.
What happened? That's when we started semester 2.
Yeah.
Which I did not like as much.
Which was only like
I
long. It lasted for about like 3 weeks, I think, 4 weeks.
Yeah, it only did
it was
about-
until March break. It was
Yeah.
like 5 weeks, I think.
Oh, 5
Yeah,
weeks.
it was. And I mean, Valentine's Day was that month. I mean, I
That's
didn't do
actually
anything on that
birthday.
day.
I don't think any of us did.
I think Liam might have, but Liam's not here,
I
so
don't
he
know.
can't tell us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a very. I mean, I'm sure stuff happened, but it was probably the most uneventful month. And then we moved to probably one of the most eventful months, March. COVID lockdown
Mhm.
begins in March.
This is when the decline just happened, just all the way
This-
down from that.
Oh yeah. And in March, so we had school for the first like 10 days
Yeah.
or whatever, and that was good. And then I remember
Yeah.
the last day when the NBA, NHL, all the leagues announced their shutdown, I knew something was gonna happen. Like, and that was sad too. Like no more hockey. Like, ugh. But and then we went to lockdown. But like at first, lockdown wasn't that bad, in my opinion. I think because like we were like no school. Oh my
No, yeah.
gosh, this is
Okay, yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, because like it started off with like just the March break, see how it is. Turned into a longer March break, then a longer March
Yeah.
break. They're like, okay, we just gotta
And
start
then it's
school.
like
and
9
like
months
we didn't
just
have any
closed.
school on the second half, right? Yo, Nick, you were gonna say something?
Oh yeah, but all I said wasn't just that the 9 months just like went by, and so like it was like 100
Yeah.
and something day March break for us. Instead of
Yeah.
just 1 week.
Yeah. We'll continue that a bit later, and then we moved to probably the lowest point in the year, in my opinion,
Which one?
April. We're in the
Why?
heart of lockdown in April. If you remember, it was just every day was the same, and we had school, but not really. It was just do this, and that was
Oh,
it.
yeah, it actually was online.
Yeah, my days were consisting of school, work, school, work, school, work, school, work.
Oh yeah, Evan,
Like,
tell
Because
you were
because-
working during that time, during April.
Yeah,
How
I
was
worked the whole
working
time.
during those lockdown months? How was
Um,
working?
It's kind of crazy to be honest. Like just people trying to buy everything, always being out of toilet paper.
Oh yeah, were you at the store
I-
that day? The day that this is going back to March
Yeah,
when
I was
everyone
at,
was
I was at the
panic
store
buying?
the first day.
What was it like?
Yep.
Explain that experience a
It
bit.
was actually pretty crazy. So like there was this couple, right? I don't know if they had a big family or not, but it was this man and woman, and they came to the store and they went in with a small cart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It came out with 3 large carts filled to the brim, like even higher. Like it
Oh
was literally
my! Holy
mountain
shit!
over top of the cart.
What are they
And
doing?
there's 3 of them. I don't know, like bunker buying, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like I remember that day. My
Filling their
dad came,
bunker.
like the no toilet paper. Like that was, oh yeah,
hmm
those were the days.
Lots and lots of people just like panic bought
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
stuff in bulk.
Uh-huh.
the, the toilet paper rampage started in Australia, actually.
I actually
Oh
If you
didn't
guys
yeah,
didn't know.
yeah. I mean, it isn't
Yeah,
that
because like
Australia?
remember that story with
Like there's like the bushfires
Australia?
there. Yeah, talked about it
Yeah.
earlier.
Um, but yeah. So basically, remember that story with like the 2 grannies fighting over that one thing of
No,
toilet paper?
no. I mean, I'm assuming it
Oh no, you
happened.
didn't hear that story?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So I thought that went pretty big, but like apparently it was these two ladies got in a big fight in a Walmart to try and get the last roll of toilet paper, and that actually happened in Australia. Like that was a thing that kicked off everybody
That's
going to buy
it's kind
toilet
of
paper.
funny. That's kind of
Okay,
a funny sight, but
but what I don't get is that if there was a lockdown and then like you can't go outside and stuff, but whose mind would be like, oh shoot, lock down toilet paper, not food,
I mean,
not water,
because
just toilet
I
paper.
mean, there was food and water and stuff, but the thing about
That's
that
true, but
is
like
that
people weren't
toilet
going
paper is essential, and people love that like the deluxe toilet paper, like you know those the soft
like-
ones,
the like ultra soft thing, yeah.
the ultra soft,
The
yeah.
funny thing was the 3-ply was the first thing to go. 1-ply was like bare minimum. People did not have a care in the world for that 1-ply toilet paper or tissues.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't the one ply what like public services use?
No,
They wash-
no. Schools use 1/2-ply.
Oh, they use half ply,
Yeah,
not
'cause
not
schools-
even one ply.
Dude, okay, but if anyone who has ever used a school bathroom knows, school toilet paper is terrible.
You know that one scene from The Office where they're splitting the toilet paper in half?
Yes,
That's what schools do.
exactly,
schools do.
exactly. Yeah.
They can't even use one full ply. It has to be half. So cheap.
All
Maybe
right.
if I had better toilet paper, then I would use the washroom. But
They got to keep it full.
Mhm, that's for sure. Yeah, and then okay, so April, that was also when there's like Easter and stuff, and
Yeah.
that was disappointing.
I remember talking to a lot of people in about May, June, and nobody remembered Easter. Like
Oh yeah,
nobody could
Easter
bring up
just
Easter
glossed over.
came and went. It came
And
and went
yeah,
this year.
for sure. I mean, because usually like my parents and my grandparents are like Catholic. I mean, my mom is, my dad is.
Yeah.
So typically we go to like Mass on Good Friday and like Easter, and we go
Mhm.
to like Ottawa and see them, because that's
Yeah,
where my
I'm sure that was a
grandparents live.
big.
And
Sure
yeah,
that
we
was a
couldn't
big
do that.
party.
And yeah, my grandmother
Yeah.
was disappointed, obviously, but eventually we got to do that a bit later in the year. But we'll get there. And then next up, we had another month that was another lower area, May.
I feel
What
the lower
happened?
months were from April to around June, July.
Yeah, because
And then it
May,
started getting better, but then it got
Yeah.
worse again just recently.
yeah.
Yeah.
So May, does anyone remember what happened in May? Because that's
Um,
another month.
Well,
We're
I
just
think
same-
that was a
Oh.
big part. I'm not sure about like around the world per se, but like that's when school started like putting out work.
a lot
and-
more. Yeah.
Yeah. Putting out a lot more work and well, I don't know many people that actually have the same view as me, but I actually preferred the work last year than this year, because last year we didn't have any Zoom classes.
Oh yeah,
we
I
could do
agree.
the work whenever
I
we
agree.
wanted.
Definitely,
I mean,
yeah.
if you were in the States, you were doing the work we did. Now we're doing now, but here it was just like you do your work and that was it, and like nothing counted. So like it was a lot easier, but that wasn't really school. It was just like
Yeah.
we have to do this, so do it.
I mean, you didn't have to if
You didn't have to, because it didn't.
Oh,
yeah.
If you had an 80 or above and were happy with it, you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do anything.
Because
Or
I
you,
had
you could
like
get
a-
your mark higher, but you couldn't get it lower.
Yeah.
I
mean, like,
hmm
I did every assignment because my parents are both teachers, so they want me to do them all. And at the end, my marks were like insanely high. So
yeah.
yeah. And then
I
okay,
think
Evan,
I
go.
think I wouldn't have got. So I got honor roll last year,
Yeah,
but I
same
don't
here.
think I would have if we didn't have that.
I mean, you never know, Evan. You still may have. You probably
Because
would have
I had
actually.
like a 60 or 70 in English, and then that happened,
And then it went up.
and then it
I
just
think
went right up.
That's good. That's good.
I
All right.
mean, I had all 80s and above, and then I was actually supposed to fail two of my classes, but they couldn't fail me, so I was like, I'm chilling, I'm good.
Yeah. All right. So
But
moving
that
on.
actually bited me in the ass this year for math because I was so behind in
Yeah.
math, and
Mhm.
I ended up failing. So
Yeah. Oh,
don't
We'll just ask
that
Nathan. He's
sucks.
an AP.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'd rather not. Let's stay away from math because math's not a very fun thing to think about. So in June, this was actually one of my favorite months because,
yes,
and Nick, for you too, because I have a June birthday. Nick, you also have a June birthday.
I do too.
And Evan also has a June birthday. So we all have June birthdays. So June is the best month. Okay, I think I've explained this to many people. June is by far the best month to have a birthday.
Thank you. Yes,
Because
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
because like
honestly, it is.
it's 6 months away from Christmas, right? So like if you're
Yep.
like you would be getting kind of you should I mean you may not, but you would be getting kind of new gifts every 6 months. And it's a great balance in my opinion. And like school's ending, so like you still get to see if in this I mean this year obviously.
It's
we
like
didn't.
it's the
But
party month of school.
it is. I mean, for us, it would be exams normally, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
In
like
elementary
honest.
school, it was.
Okay, though, for my birthday, this is what I did. I woke up, I opened my gifts, and then I got like a
You
video
woke
game.
up.
Oh, ha ha ha. But I got, and then I played just my game all day. The game I got all day. So like, it was very uneventful. And
Yeah.
what about you guys? Did you guys do anything special for your birthdays or just chill?
I mean, my siblings made me a cake, and it was actually not good.
Not good. Why was it not good?
Yeah, because it's just something about the way that they made it. I just didn't like it, and so my mom just ended up buying me a cake. So I was like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
okay.
I mean I had a cake. My mom makes amazing cakes. Like they're so good. Like the recipe she uses, it's amazing. But
I don't
moving
even
on.
remember my birthday.
My siblings did a lot of good
Exactly.
stuff.
That's the thing about COVID birthdays. No one remembers what they
Yeah.
did because it was so boring.
January and February got so lucky because like they could actually go out and do stuff.
Oh, the
and then-
January and February people.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and then like the lockdown babies just had to lock
Yeah.
down.
That was
Oh.
like most people because
What days are you guys' birthdays?
I'm the 14th of June.
I'm the 12.
Okay. Do you guys
Oh,
know
okay.
anyone famous who shares your birthday?
Yeah.
I looked this up once, but I can't remember. Who
Okay.
does.
I'll tell you
You
who I.
know-
Evan, go.
You know Rob Diedrich from Ridiculousness?
No.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
he's the main
but-
guy. He's
Okay,
the main
but
guy in Ridiculousness.
Do you know who I share a birthday with?
Who?
Who?
Mr. Donald Trump.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not the greatest person to share a birthday with, but like it is what it is. Yeah.
People.
And also school ended in June. So that was it for all that
Mhm.
fake work. And then like summer started, so that was nice. Weather was really warm. So that was June.
I mean, yeah, it was a warm summer this year.
Oh, it was really warm. And then now we're moving into July.
Hmm
July.
I think we can cover July and August in the same kind of thing because it was basically
Yeah,
the
so
same.
July
thing,
and
both
August,
months.
Lockdown probably was pretty much lockdown was done at this point. It was just like there was restrictions, but it was a lot better. Yeah, and what
Yeah.
I did personally is I worked with an older couple just north of Whitby where we live. And I helped them with like gardening and stuff and like helping them around their backyard because they were like older. So yeah, that's what
Mhm.
I did in my summer. Just worked. I got a lot of money, which is always
You
good.
got a lot of money.
But yeah, it's just on more of the same, just chilling. Except now you could actually go outside, so it was a
Yeah.
lot more. It was a lot more fun. That's for sure. Yeah. What'd you guys do in those
actually-
months?
A lot more things in the summertime because no school, of course, and like the lockdown was like lifted up a bit. So like, I actually started but I'm going outside and doing stuff with like my family and stuff. So, I mean, like one of the main things we did would definitely had to be like, to be honest, I don't even know because we just did.
Well,
mean,
you
it's
got a job, right?
that we would be. No, I'm actually still looking for a job. I headed in
I thought
last.
you worked at the food truck.
Oh yes, my family actually does own a food truck, and
Oh,
it's always
cool.
open
What do they
in,
make?
so we make Caribbean food. So like
Nice,
I should
nice.
make rice and peas, fried chicken, oxtail, like jerk chicken,
Ooh, that sounds good.
patties.
But you weren't allowed in the kitchen, right? You just had to prep the food.
I just had to prep the food. Yes, I actually wasn't allowed on the food truck because that was for the adults to like handle
I see.
customers.
Good job
But
though.
yeah, but
Hmm.
I actually helped like cut the chicken up. I like
Hmm.
season the chicken sometimes, and then yeah, and then
Hmm.
they would actually make it and send it
Yeah,
off.
and like in those months, like also my family did like camping and like I went to my
Yeah.
grandparents' house for the first time in a very long time. Like it was a lot. It was basically like COVID was there, but it was a lot more.
More
gl-
like stress-free in a way, yeah, because
Yeah,
it was not. I mean, it was still like a big deal, but not as big of a deal as it
yeah,
was
yeah.
like during like March, April, those type of months. So
Okay, so but
Yeah,
we
for
can
sure.
agree the summer months are probably were the best months of the
well, yeah,
year, other than January and February.
yeah.
Yeah. All I did during the summer though was work. I worked like 30 hours a week nonstop.
Yeah, but Evan, you probably have enough money for a car now, so like you work hard, but then you get stuff, right? So
Hmm.
that's pretty good. All right, so now we're going to back into school with September. Now, COVID restrictions are getting a bit tighter, but they're still not as bad as it was in April and May. So school started, and what do you guys think of the cohort system?
I hate it.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
don't think they should have kept on changing it.
oh
Like they should
yeah,
have just had week on, week off. Like period 1, 2, 1 week, then period 3 and 4 the next week. Not period 1, 2, then 2, 1, then 3, 4, then 4, 3. That doesn't really make sense to me.
I know. Like the cohorted system is just. I mean, we're talking a bit more closer to home here with the Durham board. I don't know how it works in other boards, but I think it's the same
yeah.
way.
It's
It
just
was just ridiculous. I hate the cohorts because like I have tons of friends. I think we all do have tons of friends in the other cohort, so we can't see
No.
them like at all. And
Yeah.
it sucks. But yeah, it's just I don't like it personally. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do for COVID.
Hmm.
But luckily,
And
we have some good last names that are above the alphabet,
mhm,
so we don't get to see each other at school
yeah,
and
yeah.
actually
Yeah.
so yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, and then yeah, I think September was it was okay. School work was
I th- I think September was one of the better years for school per se because like we didn't really do much. We are just getting used to it.
Yeah, yeah.
But then November was when it started getting like
We'll
buckle down, get your
we'll
work.
we'll get to November in just a sec.
Also,
Um,
that is one of the cases like got up a tiny bit, not like
mhm,
too much.
mhm.
Well, like it was like too like lockdown
Yeah.
situation, but like they were getting up though. So
All right.
Yeah.
that's
All
good.
right. So now we're moving to actually this month was okay again. October
Yes,
and a
I
month of
honestly
Halloween.
I hated this month.
Really?
All because
Why?
all because I couldn't get free candy this year. So
Oh yeah.
well,
That's for
this month
sure.
is bad. This
I
month
still
is
got free candy because my mom bought it.
Oh, lucky. I mean,
okay.
we bought candy, but they didn't give it to me. My parents just took it all. They used it for Halloween and they took it to their schools. That's the thing about
Hmm.
having parents, teachers as parents. They take, after you're done, they take all the leftover candy and bring it to their schools for the other kids there, which is a good thing if you go trick or treating and have your own candy. But I haven't gone in like 2 years, so I haven't gotten candy in the last couple of years. So a
Yeah.
lot less candy than usual, but still. And then there was
But
Yeah. Well, I
thing,
still got quite a bit of candy just because I have the 4 siblings that I live with.
Oh yeah, that
that's
you're lucky.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
And 3 of them
if
went trick or
COVID is
treating.
not a
So
thing next year, I'm definitely going trick or treating again. Cause
Yeah. The thing
Lincoln,
is though, when
how
you
do you
get
pass up on free candy though? Like how? I don't get that.
what do you
You
not get? Sorry.
okay, but how do you pass up on free candy?
Because when you get
Just
older,
get it- oh,
people
no.
don't like will not give you as much, or like some people
Oh,
just won't
then
give you any at all. Like
okay, then
bring
just
a
dress
mannequin that
up.
looks like a kid.
Exactly. Get a okay, then get a face mask and then just put on your like high pitched voice like trick or treat. No, I can't even do it.
I could
Trick
get
or
away with that
treat.
because I'm so short, but you guys probably
Exactly.
could. You guys are probably a
You
bit
could
too
pull it off.
tall.
I think Liam could get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
6'2",
Yeah.
I think, guy just walking up to your house, trick or treat.
You'd be like trick or treat, and like
Taller than the person handing out the candy.
that would be something else. Yeah. All right.
Aren't you a bit old for this? No, I just have
No, I'm 9.
giantism.
I'm 9 years old. Yeah. All right. So how October, another not as good month. Nick says he hates this
Horrible.
month, but
Total bumps. No
this was
kidding.
not the worst compared to April or May. I'd say April and May are the worst months, or the worst months of the year.
October is definitely the worst.
And now we're moving into another bad month, November.
Yes.
First of all, this
Cases-
month is a very hard month for a reason. Yeah. But actually, it was just not fun. It was just more schoolwork and like
Mhm.
other crap. And like, what even happened? Another month. What even really happened?
Oh, this is the one where
The
I thought-
election happened in November.
Wait, it did?
The election happened in November. So
So
we,
long ago?
yeah, it was in
What?
November. Yeah. I mean, and obviously Biden won. So he's going to be sworn in January, which
Yeah.
will be a few days after this episode comes out. But other than that, what happened? It was another just boring month, I think, in my opinion.
Because
Yeah,
from there,
I mean-
every month is basically the same from September to December, basically.
Yeah, it's just been school.
Well,
it was just more
It's
school. And like,
November-
kids too, because school,
November's
then home,
probably,
then- yeah.
and like November's
November-
probably the worst month of the year normally,
Hmm.
just because it's
You're
like the
getting
month
into that cold weather.
you're getting into that cold weather. You can't. There's no snow, so it's nothing there,
Mhm.
and like just it's a shorter month, but it feels so long usually.
Something else that happened in November actually was the quadmester change.
Right. So we
Yes,
got new
that's what we-
classes in November, which I
Mhm.
mean, personally, I don't mind my new classes. I mean, we don't have to go into that very much. I'm just pointing that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving on to the last month of the year. The month at this time, at the time of us filming this, we're in December.
Mhm.
How do you guys feel about this month?
It's
Well-
honestly just felt like every other month, to be honest. From September
Yeah.
at least.
Like
It just had Christmas though. The Christmas just happened, but
like
Christmas was awesome.
Like I don't know. For me, I kept on even on Christmas Day. I kept on forgetting it was Christmas. I didn't know the week
Exactly.
of.
I mean, it helped that it snowed.
Like I knew,
That
but like I
helped.
didn't know.
That helped it snowed.
I was
Mhm.
actually so shocked because I think it was like, what was it? I think I want to say like 3 degrees the day before, maybe.
Oh
I-
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
The
thought
day,
like it just no, I'm
yeah,
Christmas,
the
I'm
day
like,
the day before it was like nothing. It was like clear weather. It was cold, but it was clear. And then like on Christmas Eve,
By the end of that night, though,
snowed.
it
Yeah.
started snowing. Yeah.
because like I went. Oh, I actually want to tell the story. So on the 24th, my dad and I went to midnight mass because like Catholic again. And what happened? Like it was like halfway through the mass, and all of a sudden you heard like a spark sound, and then like from like one of the lights on like the side of the church, and like smoke started coming out of it, and it was insane. So like during the mass, like people were running around trying to see what happened, and like during communion, it's like when you get the bread and eat it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fire department showed up and like all came in their suits and like the ladder and stuff. And during the whole time, people are like looking over, like, what the fuck's going on? And it was a very exciting thing to watch because like I was kind of bored out of my mind, and I just was like watching like what's gonna happen next. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was actually pretty interesting. But when I came
Yeah.
when I went in, it was clear. When I came out, it was like snow all over the place. So that was
Yeah,
that
well,
was
I
kinda
mean,
cool.
On Christmas Eve, it was kind of warm and snowing at the same time. So by the time it hit
Yeah.
the ground, it was wet. Like
Yeah.
it was pretty much
I
rain
mean,
by the time it hit
it
the
stayed
ground.
snow for the most part. It only kind of
Well,
melted
well,
away.
I mean, by
today.
the time you came out of mass, yeah, but around 10 o'clock, it was like the ground was still warm. So every time the snow would hit
Yeah,
the ground, it just
yeah.
turned wet or
Yeah.
into slush.
I mean, Christmas was good, but I mean, other than that, it was like up until probably like till Christmas break, it was just more of the same. I agree with Nick on
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
but
So
like my Christmas and my Thanksgiving look exactly the same, except
Mhm.
that one is just snowy. because
Yeah.
basically,
I mean, for me, it was a bit
basically
different
a lot
though.
of people come and then we
Mhm.
just get lots of food. But the only difference is that I usually get money, not gifts, because they just give me money, but instead of
Yeah.
gifts.
So what I did was that on Christmas Day, we just had a bunch of Zooms. Like we had like a 2-hour Zoom with my family in Ottawa, and we like opened
Mhm.
gifts with them. That we like did like a thing where like we met in Belleville and like swapped gifts. And then a couple hours later, we met with my other family in they live in Toronto, and we had like our own Christmas with them as well. So it was a lot of Zooms on Christmas, which was nice to see
Yeah.
them like that. But
Well, at least you still did get to see them because I know
hmm
not many people were able
yeah,
to do that.
hmm
Yeah.
that's for sure. All right, so
Oh, one more big thing. Hold up.
hmm
What's today? The 27th? No,
today is the
28th.
28th. 28th.
My uncle got married two days ago now.
Oh,
So
congrats to him.
yeah,
Congratulations.
he has been looking for a wife for the longest time.
He got it though. He got it.
Many misses too. And then he just had to let them go, and then he finally found the one. So I'm
That's
happy for
good.
him this time.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's
it
good.
is.
All
Yeah,
right.
so
Yeah.
that's a good thing to have.
So now we have recapped the months. I think we should rank them because I've been saying the whole time these are the
From one
worst
to
months, these are
12,
the best.
or,
So
or just best story and worst story.
yeah, that's a better thing
Yeah,
we should do. So I
yeah,
think no particular order, the best three: January, no, not January, February,
definitely.
July, and August.
Yeah.
I think. Evan, do you have a different opinion on that?
Um, I feel it was January, March, August. Just
March, but March.
because
That's actually true. Yeah.
March we
Yeah,
didn't do
because
anything. We
actually,
had pretty much the whole month off.
That's true, and lockdown was new. I guess so, but I mean, I'm gonna stick with my ranking of February, June. I'm gonna
Mhm.
change it. February, June, and August. I'm gonna change that a bit.
because because both of the summer months were like basically the same thing.
Yeah,
So
but July,
Yeah,
August was just better because I
yeah,
needed more stuff.
August was better because a lot less was closed.
hmm
that's true.
And the worst three is easy for me: April, May, November.
What are your top three, Nick?
I'm
Oh yeah, yeah.
no May. It, but that was actually a really good month for me because that was actually my mom's birthday, and then we threw her a surprise party.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't. I
so
still didn't like May for me
that would
personally.
have to be April, October, November.
Oh, okay. October. Okay.
Yeah, no candy. What do you mean? Top of the list.
That's the only reason
No,
why.
yes, that's
It's
the only reason. I don't care about COVID. Nothing. No candy. Worst month. I'm
fair
sorry.
enough. Fair enough.
Such a bust.
Evan, what about you?
Worst months were probably um May, and then I don't know.
Not April.
No, I mean probably April, May, then like October, November.
Okay, so
Like they're both pretty much
similar
the
to
same.
my ranking because mine was
Yeah.
April, May, November.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that was 2020. One of the
Yeah,
most
hopefully.
probably the most eventful year of all of our lives.
Yes.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again
Hopefully,
in 2021.
yeah.
So yeah.
Um, well, I mean, I think it will stick around for majority of next year, anyways. But I hope it
Yeah. Me too.
goes
Yeah,
down and people actually
it'll
follow the
slow down
restrictions.
after lockdown because we're back in lockdown now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean on New Year's, like it's just gonna be boring because you're sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the New York Square countdown with like three people there.
Yeah, there's gonna be like no one there. Typically, it's like packed though. Like,
It is.
Yeah,
mhm. But I mean, when this episode releases, it'll be just after New Year's. So you'll
it
by the
will.
time you're
Yeah.
watching this, it'll be 2021, and you're gonna be done with the crap year that is 2020.
Mhm.
And I
So,
think
Yeah.
that is a good place to end it here. So,
Yeah.
all right, see you
it's
next
been
time.
fun. Yeah.
See you later.